Long time no see, Arthur here. Today, again, we'll sit together with our dear Sam, who is the mobile product manager of overseas. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Arthur. Hi, everyone.
During this session, you can leave your questions below at the Q&A, and we will discuss together later on. So, what do you want to share with us today?
All right. It's really good to be here again. And today I would like to introduce guys a new generation of body-worn camera.
Okay, I remember we did introduce the body-worn camera last year, right?
Right.
I believe our audiences were very interested in it. So which parts exactly have the new generation one improved this time? Shall we?
Sure. But before that, let me show you a number. It's honored to say that more than 100,000 of Kelacom body-worn cameras are being used by police officers, custom officers, police supervisors, security guards, as well as other law enforcement organizations worldwide. To be more specific, here are a few successful cases that we've done in the past. First, in police applications, countries like UAE, Jordan, Turkey, Bahrain are using our body-worn camera in daily patrol, emergency command, suspect identification, and more. In Shanghai court, our devices have been used in ensuring transparency and justice in the process of law enforcement. And in electric power company in Beijing, it's very helpful in supervising the safety of workers during their high-risk operations. Last but not least, our body-worn cameras have also been used in security companies in Philippines and South Africa for protecting people and assets.
Good to know it.
Kelacom has been constantly improving the competitiveness of our products for the needs of these application scenarios in different industries. Okay, now let's review the history of Kelacom body-worn camera solution.
Okay.
In the early of 2016, when there is only standalone body-worn camera in the market, Kelacom released the first 4G body-worn camera. In 2017, we established a full solution based on the 4G body-worn camera, right? And in 2018, the second generation of body-worn camera was released, which is not only embedded with a new chipset and optimized battery life, but also modified to a removable clip design. And in 2019, the AI face recognition feature was added and made it more intelligent.
I can see that every change reflects the innovation and efforts of our team.
Yeah, and since 2020, Kelacom has focused on the third generation of body-worn camera.
Yeah,
and now it's finally launched. Let's check out.
Let's check out. Looks good. I believe everyone is looking forward to see it. Sam, please.
All right. Here is a new body-worn camera. Now, if we compare it with the previous one, here, it has more than 9 upgrades in terms of dual lens, AI complex application, long operation hour, and so on, to bring more value to our customers. First of all, the third generation body-worn camera uses a new appearance design, especially for buttons, indicators, and interfaces. In terms of buttons, compared with the second generation, we deleted the volume plus and minus buttons.
It's here.
Yes. Instead, we add a button which can be customized according to the project needs, such as SOS alarm, smart mode switch, or one-key playback, and so on.
Understand. So customized button instead of those not frequent use button.
Right. Therefore, it can be more convenient and useful for our customers.
Okay.
In terms of indicator lights, the original battery status light is adjusted to the top of it, so that the users can quickly check the battery status much easier when they are wearing it, like this way.
Okay. So that they can, so that when they see it, they can charge the equipment in time.
Correct.
Okay.
And finally, the interface part. The original micro USB interface is replaced by Type-C interface. Using Type-C can reduce the repair rate.
Right. As the user usually wear it for a long period of time, maybe 4 to 5 hours or more, will they be uncomfortable if the body-on camera is heavy?
Yes. The new body-on camera has already taken this into account when designing. So the new one will make it much smaller and lighter. And in addition, the design of the removable clip is improved from the plain style to streamlined, so which is more comfortable to wear. Despite the smaller size, it has a larger screen in the main section, increasing from 2.2 inch to 2.4 inch. We can intuitively see the difference here.
So what are the bigger benefits of the screen?
Okay, the text will be much clearer, and so the operation interaction becomes simpler, and it can reduce the typing error as well. Besides, the UI interaction design is more user-friendly, as the pictures shown.
Oh, okay. I noticed a big difference from the previous generation. The new one actually has 2 cameras, the front and the behind, right?
Yes.
So why do we design 2 lenses?
That's a very good question. The real camera here is to record what happened and to capture human face. We use 5 megapixel lens and take 40 megapixel picture to restore all the details clearly.
Right.
For the front lens, the police can use face verification to log in the body-on camera.
Right.
Or have a video call with command center in near future.
Okay. Police officers often wear body-on cameras during patrolling, so that when they are walking, the camera may be shaking. So does the shaking affect the recording?
Right. During patrolling, the normal cameras may shake and may lose some important details.
Yeah.
But for the new one, it was integrated with ERS technology to ensure users get a smooth and stable image effect during walking or running.
Okay.
We prepared a comparison video for you guys.
Let's check it out. Indeed, with the ERS opening, the video becomes relatively stable.
Right. Was to mention that our ERS is based on gyro sensor. Compared with image recognition technology, the ERS based on gyro is more accurate. So we call it enhanced ERS technology.
Right.
And next, for the 4G frequency band seen as below, compared to the second generation body-worn camera, it supports two more 4G frequency, which are B26 and B28. At the same time, compatible with B20.
What does it mean? I mean, like, why do we need to emphasize it?
Well, the frequency band near 800 meg is known as the golden frequency band.
Okay.
Because of its wide signal coverage, strong penetration, and the low cost. So it's deeply favored among ISP. So a few countries are already in use,
Yeah.
while more countries are actively preparing.
Okay, so the 4G network construction in these frequency band is the trend of the time.
Correct.
Okay.
And the new body-worn camera comes with a more powerful chipset with a built-in AI deep learning algorithm to recognize and capture faces.
Okay, I remember the last time we already mentioned that the captured pictures can be sent back to the Falcon face recognition system for comparison and analysis.
Yeah, good memory. However, the new smart chipset improves by about 20% overall.
All right.
And because of this, the body-worn camera itself has stronger edge computing performance to intelligent servers. Nor 4G network. The device alone can do picture comparison.
So, what are the benefits of the offline comparison compared to the server?
Okay. It can greatly reduce the cost of the servers and the maintenance cost of the whole system become lower. But still, there is a number limitation. A single device supports up to 1,000 pictures of human face.
Yeah.
Therefore, it is more suitable to control the suspects with a purpose. For example, capturing certain suspects in a certain area. So we can put the face pictures of these suspects accordingly in advance. Then the body-worn cameras will take photos and compare by itself. Once it's matched, the device will make alarm as a quick sound or vibration, reminding the officer to
besides such intelligent and strong performance, user may encounter a long video recording time on duty. So how do we consider this kind of situation?
Well, we consider from two sides.
Yeah.
First is single battery capacity, which is already increased from 9 hours to 10 hours, right? This is tested under the pure recording mode of 1080p. Okay, so if we record it at 720p, it can last 12 hours, right? And second, if you need more than 12 hours continuous recording, the customer can choose to replace a battery. Yeah. Because of the built-in backup battery, it ensures no interrupting of video recording. Okay, so as to make the body-worn camera work up to 24 hours.
Right. I'm a little curious. Like, I remember that the original body-worn camera parameter is 2,700.
That's correct.
And the battery capacity of the new one is only like 2,700. 600.
Yes.
Why does the battery capacity become smaller, but the battery life is still so excellent?
Well, that's a very good question. In fact, battery capacity doesn't mean longer battery life. There's another factor. It lies in the overall power consumption generated by the software and hardware of the equipment. Our R&D department invests a lot of time to improve the power consumption by optimizing each indicator so that the body-worn camera can work longer.
Okay. So during the actual law enforcement process,
Mhm.
how is the performance of our body on camera under the bad weather? For example, traffic police, they maybe walk on the rainstorm sometimes.
Yeah, it's a good question, but nothing to worry about. The new body-worn camera supports IP68 protection level, which is better than the old one.
Right. One more. There may be some situations such as obstructing law enforcement, which may cause the fall of the equipment. So how do we consider that?
Yes, it happens. But the new body-worn camera has also passed the strict job tests. And the surface of the equipment fall down from 2 meters high
Okay.
to ensure that the equipment is sturdy enough.
Thank you. So after your introduction, we basically understand all the characteristics of it.
Right.
And I believe it had also left deep impression for us.
Thanks. After understanding the new body-worn camera,
Yeah,
let's also check out its packaged products.
sure.
The first one to be introduced is a newly designed docking station. Charging body-worn camera and gathering data.
Yeah.
The overall design concept is more open, more compatible, and easier to use.
Great.
Then, first of all, the new docking station adopts open slot design and can be compatible with both old and new body-worn camera. Now, even products from other manufacturers can be placed in the slots for charging.
That's great. If I'm not wrong, the last generation was designed with locks. So why use the open slot design now?
That's right. We know that the docking stations are generally placed in safe areas, such as police stations. The design of the lock is not to prevent theft, nor to prevent equipment from mistake taken.
Okay.
Therefore, instead of locks, both sound and indicator light are designed to avoid such situation.
Perfect.
And secondly, the new docking station supports expandable slot as well. Each docking station supports 3 expandable slots and manage up to 24 body-worn cameras at the same time.
Okay.
In addition, both old and new expandable slots are compatible with new docking station to meet the needs for project expansion.
Great.
And finally, let's take a look at the new feature of docking station. There is built-in fingerprint verification function.
Okay.
So the administrators can use fingerprint instead of password for more efficient management. At the same time, for police officers, it is faster for them to take out the equipment and more convenient with better interaction.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the video here.
Indeed, The fingerprint management is much more efficient since you may forget or misinput password.
That's right. The docking station is integrated with battery charging and data management. However, not all scenarios need long-term data storage, but only to charge and organize body-worn cameras.
Yeah.
In this case, this body-worn camera multi-channel charger will be a choice. Up to 10 body-worn camera can be charged at the same time.
Body-worn multi-channel charge. Okay, for example, what kind of situation you're talking about?
In some big security events,
yeah,
the customers are more focused on personnel protection and emergency command. The long-term recording is not that necessary. If anything happens, we can just quickly check the recording in body-worn camera itself.
Okay, thanks, Sam, for introduction. Today, we've covered 3 products, including the new generation of body-worn camera, like docking station, and the multi-channel charger.
My pleasure. And I would like to emphasize that our body-worn camera is more competitive than the most in market in the way of its AI chipset, high storage capacity, dual lens, enhanced EIS, AI offline comparison, long operation hours, and other advanced features. So we're not afraid of competing with others at all.
Excellent. Oh, forgot to say, a spoiler alert, our 5G body-worn camera will be released by the end of the year. So what new values the 5G version body-worn camera can bring to our customers? Sam?
Well, the benefits of 5G is low latency, high transmission, and massive connectivity. So 2 main practical value that we can offer. First, during some big events, which includes large group of people, the 4G bandwidth may be occupied and cause the interruption of data transmission. Fortunately, this will no longer be a problem with 5G network. And second, the 5G version of body-worn camera comes with a 4K lens that can transmit a higher quality images and showing more details of the pictures. So please keep an eye on it.
We certainly will. Right, and now let's get into our Q&A sessions. If you have anything to ask, you can also write down now at the Q&A below. And we will pick a few questions and our dear Sam will answer you one by one.
Sure.
Right.
No problem. Okay, the first question mentioned, how many body-worn cameras can support facial recognition at the same time during operation in one system? Okay, just like mentioned, the body-worn camera can work by itself. So the one camera is as a one system. The body-worn camera itself can finish all the job like face recognition and offline comparison. So it can put the 1,000 suspect pictures inside the body-worn camera and finish the comparison work and give you a remind. So itself can finish all the work. And
just talk about the docking station.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not yet. For this one, the docking station got RFID to unlock. Now we support is a password or fingerprint, 2 ways.
Okay.
Okay, for this one, how about the upward angle of view? We have some issue raised by the end users regarding body-worn camera when placed about their chest. This is an angle issue. I think we can check the data sheet accordingly. But what I want to mention is that this click fast, this removal clip can help you to adjust the angle like this way. So there's no problem to face the people correctly. From yeah, that's a very good question for the security, like AES 256. Yeah, this one is already under planning. We will put it AES 256 for video transmission between the camera to our VMS, so over the mobile network. Yes. Do they have a hardware button that starts recording? Yes, it's just right here. There's a video recording button to start or to stop. And there's also audio recording to start or stop. Do they have some kind of function that applies dynamic masking mosaic? For this one, not yet. Do they support user action logging? User action logging, start or stop recording, yes. But they cannot allow to delete the recording file because probably this is evidence. It's a very important evidence that you cannot delete.
Means you can stop recording, export file, but you can't delete it.
Right. Okay, this one. Is the new docking station compatible with the old body-worn camera? The answer is yes, because it's an open slot, which means you can put the second generation body-worn camera and the third generation body-worn camera, both in the slots for charging and data management. Okay, how to update the offline face database remotely? Currently, the way is by our software tool, by the like a local PC. But we are doing something like remotely to update. They is estimation. How big is it? Okay. What is the estimation data size video that sends through 4G network? Normally it's 1080p by 2 megabyte per second. Like we calculate like this way. If you calculate like 720p, you can calculate as 1 megabyte per second. Can we use it for car plate recognition? So far, the camera doesn't support yet. But I think we also need to discuss the application scenario of the car plate. You know, after recognize the car plate, what else we need to do? So I think that this is we need to make the space make the requirements more clear, and we can discuss for this one. I would like to a copy of the presentation. I think you can answer this one. Go over.
Sure, of course.
Okay, no problem. For some materials of face recognition, no problem. We will send you by email. Nikki, Lexi. Is it possible to recording remotely well without other device? Yes, because you know our VMS can remotely control the recording of body-worn camera, so you can do it this way. Does body-worn can support AMPR feature? Yes, same question. Only 30 seconds.
I think it's talk about our videos. I mean, yeah. Next time the video may be longer. Okay, I think it's fine. But I think it's almost time. Thank you. And that would be all for today. I can see there's still a lot of questions. Okay, we will note them down and our staff will answer you guys through emails afterwards. In the meantime, you may also follow us on Facebook and Twitter for more information. Right, see you next time.
See you.